Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched a strong offensive against the Congress over its failure to fulfill promises after winning elections. He gave the examples of Congress-ruled Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Telangana, where he said developmental and fiscal indicators have gone from bad to worse. The Congress party is realizing the hard way that making unreal promises is easy, but implementing them properly is tough or impossible, is what the Prime Minister said. This comes on a day when the Congress chief Mallikarjun Kharge has advised the Karnataka chief minister and state Congress leaders to ensure that any guarantee or welfare scheme announced is financially feasible and within the state's budget. He emphasized the importance of not misleading the public with promises that cannot be fulfilled.
As the political campaign for Maharashtra hits its peak, the focus is on the promised welfare schemes of the Congress and the economics of it. The attack of the party's politics of promises came from the Prime Minister himself. While the party's promise of guarantees has been a cornerstone of its election campaigns since the win in Karnataka 2023, President Mallikarjun Kharge's comment to keep budgetary constraints in mind while making poll promises led to the Prime Minister accusing the Congress of realizing the hard way that it's making unreal promises in election season.
So Congress throughout the country, in many states, they are giving such type of false promises, false guarantees, which they are not able to carry out, implement.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದೆ 5, 6, 10, 20 ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಜೆಟ್ ಇದೆ ಆ ಬಜೆಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿಗಳು ಕೊಡಿ.
The Congress president's comments came at the same press conference where he publicly reprimanded the Karnataka party unit president and state's deputy CM D.K. Shivakumar and CM Siddaramaiah for raising concerns over the viability one of the guarantees implemented in Karnataka, the Shakti Free Bus for Women scheme. While a similar guarantee has been made in Maharashtra, Shivakumar had indicated a review of the scheme in Karnataka.
ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ 5 ನೋಡಿ ನಾನು 5 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ಈಗ ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ 5 ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ, ನೀ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಒಂದು ಕೈ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಿ ಇವತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಓದ್ತಿಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಪೇಪರ್ಗು, ನಾವು ಪೇಪರ್ನಾಗ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇರಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಕೇಳಿ,
ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಡೌಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೇದಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ.
Shivakumar was also forced to issue a clarification.
So they said that we are getting transportation money from our company. We are ready to give back to that. Some of them have suggested no question of dropping anything. I just said that we will just look into all those cases. We are not able to cancel or withdraw or anything.
It was the 5 guarantees that made the Congress storm back to power in Karnataka in 2023, making it a model for the entire country. But now, questions mount on whether there are enough resources to run them. It is clear that economic conversations or concerns about the schemes are buried in the political heat of an electoral battle. Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
Well, Pratibha is back with us, as also Maria Shakil. Maria, let me come to you first. The timing of the Prime Minister's comments are no coincidence at all. It comes just before elections. And the Prime Minister, besides what he said, referring to Karnataka, also said that the Congress has what he believed is a history of mismanagement of schemes across states, right?
Yes, that's right. And he understands fully well that if the Congress party or Mahavikas Aghadi comes up with a plan which will be largely to do with some guarantees, then the Mahayuti, of which his party, the BJP, is a part of, must be prepared for a counter. And that is the reason why he has put out an elaborate tweet talking about what he says is economic mismanagement and deceit with the people, which is full of lies, not implementable policies or guarantees of the Congress party, be it in Himachal, which is again a Congress-ruled state, where he says, the issue is that many government officers or government servants have not been paid their salaries. Then he shifts focus to Telangana, another Congress-ruled state, and also talks about Karnataka. So I think the larger question that is being made, and this is a sense also in the BJP at large, that the reasons why they lost these states was because the Congress came up with a plan of its governance. They said that they would be going ahead with multiple promises, and they have a plan to implement them. The Prime Minister there raising questions of how it causes a huge burden on the exchequer and how all these promises are largely fake in nature because they cannot be implemented.
Pratibha, that really is the key point. How much that a lot of this cannot be implemented, even if these projects are implemented fully, it means an incredible drain on the state exchequer. But the fact that you've had Mallikarjun Kharge sort of refer to state leaders saying, look, be realistic, is it just a slap on the wrist, a real concern? How is the Congress in Karnataka looking at this?
If you go back in history, in the last couple of months, it has definitely raised questions in terms of the resources for running these schemes, mainly because some of the MLAs as well as ministers have gone public to complain about how this is a financial burden and that they aren't getting enough funds as far as development work in their constituencies are concerned. We are talking of around 56,000 crore rupees that have been set aside for driving these schemes, and the Shakti scheme in particular that Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge expressed his dissent about with respect to the statement made by both D.K. Shivakumar as well as the Chief Minister was eating away around 5,000 crore rupees, which is the bare minimum that has been spent as far as 5 of these schemes are concerned. And when D.K. Shivakumar issued a clarification, he did speak about how some of the women have already expressed their interest in terms of spending money for their bus rides or the transportation fees that are being provided by the corporate organizations. And he issued a clarification stating that we only meant we wanted to look into them and we did not want to roll back. But Congress came to power in Karnataka only because of these schemes and became a model of sorts for the entire country. And we are talking of the financial drain, and that could perhaps put Congress on the back foot. And that is also why Kharge seems to be stepping or treading carefully at this point in time while Maharashtra gets into election mode.